Into the ether I go. You are alone. Not because of bad luck, not because the wrong people came into your life, not because the world is unfair. You are alone because of choices, yours, theirs, and the ones nobody had the courage to make. This video will not comfort you, but if you can hear what I'm about to say without flinching, you will leave here stronger than you arrived. Most people who feel alone spend their energy asking the wrong question. They ask, why won't anyone stay? The right question is, what have I built that is worth staying for? Marcus Aurelius wrote, the object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The insane spend their lives managing the opinions of people who don't think about them at all. You have spent years, maybe decades, editing yourself, shrinking, performing, calibrating your personality based on what the room seemed to want. And after all that labor, you still ended up here, alone. That is not a coincidence. That is the result. When you build yourself around other people, you become nobody, and nobody attracts nobody. Let me be precise about this. People don't leave because you're too much. They leave because you became unclear. You became inconsistent. You became a mirror, reflecting back whatever they needed, until one day they looked and saw nothing real. Epictetus said it plainly. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he is not, but rejoices for those which he has. But there's a darker application of that principle. Most people grieve for connections they never actually had. They mourn the version of a relationship that only existed in their imagination. The person was never truly there, and neither were you, because you were too busy being who they wanted you to be. That is the loneliness people never diagnose correctly. It isn't the absence of people, it's the absence of self in the middle of people. You can be surrounded, in a crowd, in a marriage, in a family, and be completely alone, because you are a ghost, present in body, absent in soul. Here is what your loneliness has cost you. Every time you swallowed your opinion to keep the peace, you trained the people around you that your opinion doesn't matter. Every time you accepted less than you deserved, you signaled that less is what you're worth. Every time you chased someone who was already walking away, you confirmed their instinct to leave. You didn't do these things because you are weak. You did them because someone, early in your life, taught you that love is conditional. That connection must be earned. That who you actually are, unedited, unperformed, is too much or not enough, and you believed them. The Stoics called this false judgment, the assignment of value to things based on fear rather than reason. You assigned your worth to the reactions of others. And the moment those reactions changed, your sense of yourself collapsed. That is not love, that is dependence. And dependence drives people away. Now I want to tell you something that very few people have the courage to say. Your solitude is not punishment. It is preparation. Seneca wrote, retire into yourself as much as possible. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. He didn't say, desperately hold on to everyone who passes through. He said, retire into yourself. Most people treat solitude like a wound. They run from it. They fill the silence with noise, phones, parties, situationships, distractions, anything to avoid sitting alone with the one person they have spent their entire life running from, themselves. Because when the noise stops, the questions start. Am I living the life I actually want? Are the people around me building me or draining me? Do I even know who I am outside of what I do for others? These are not comfortable questions, but they are the only questions that matter. And solitude is the only place they can be answered honestly. Not everyone deserves access to you. This sounds arrogant, It is not. It is basic discernment, and its absence is the cause of most of your pain. You have given your energy, your time, your loyalty, your vulnerability to people who were never equipped to handle it. Not because they were evil, but because they were unfinished, small, operating from their own wounds, and you kept giving, hoping that enough warmth would change them. It never does. Marcus Aurelius spent decades ruling an empire, surrounded by politics and betrayal. His journals, what we now call the Meditations, were written to himself, not for publication, not for approval, for discipline. He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He was not being cynical. He was being prepared. Preparation is not pessimism. It is power. When you stop expecting people to be what they are not, you stop being disappointed. And when you stop being disappointed, you stop performing. You stop shrinking. You stop chasing. And the right people, the rare ones, the ones who can meet you where you actually are, they find something real to hold on to. So how do you move forward? Not by finding the right person, not by being more likable, not by fixing your flaws for someone else's approval. You move forward by becoming someone you respect. That is the only foundation that holds. Build a life that doesn't require an audience. Develop your mind, not to impress, but because sharp thinking is its own reward. Build your body into something you are proud of. Choose work that creates something real in the world. Stop treating solitude as a waiting room. Start treating it as a workshop. Epictetus, who was enslaved, who had nothing, said this: "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." What is in your power? Your attention, your standards, your response to what happens to you. Not whether people stay, not whether they understand you, not whether they recognize what you bring, only what you build, in the silence, in the solitude, in the years when no one is watching, the hard truth and the gift. You are alone, but listen to what that means. You are unconstrained, you are uncompromised. You are in a position that most people, drowning in obligation, performance, and noise, will never have. The question is not whether you will stay alone. That answer lives in the choices ahead of you. The question is, who will you become in this solitude? Because when you come out the other side, when you have rebuilt from the inside out, you will not be desperate for connection. You will be selective about it. You will bring something real to the table. And the people who come into your life at that point will be different, because you will be different. The Stoics did not fear solitude. They used it. So should you. Answer to no one.